Again, SKZ is great at adaptation, hailing from Singapore, first at the Asia Southeast qualifier, meaning Seth, of course, and then you have the tried and true veteran, an Evo champ, Xian, multiple Capcom Cup
Yeah.
appearances,
Yeah.
also hailing from Singapore, getting first at Asia Southeast #2, and of course, meaning Seth.
Look, it's a really we've already talked about how strong Seth is as a character, right? I think this character, I think a lot of people take for granted the fact that not everybody's playing this character at the level that these two players are playing these characters. And we know Xian is ridiculous, but SKZ in his own right, like you said, that dude is a supercomputer. While we were here for Street Fighter League, he literally only talked about, he's like, yo, I'm playing this person. I'm trying to learn this. He was always on the grind about learning that information to be stronger. Given proper time, like we talked about earlier, it makes perfect sense that he might be able to take out Xian, and we're going to get into it right now. Xian, SKZ, day number 2 of the finals here for the CPT 2020. Let's go.
And this is one of the key differences that you need to notice on the bottom right and bottom left. SKZ usually rocking V trigger 2 and that, or excuse me, V trigger 1 and V skill 2. Xian, on the other hand, rocking V trigger 2 and V skill 1.
Forward throw. Nice. Light.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. If anything whiffs, he's gonna be pressing a button. 100%. That's that advanced tech, right? Even if you were to block it, you're still pressing in the timing of you actually blocking the dive kick, right? So the whiff punish, absolutely there. Xian, textbook performance in round 1.
Crush eating big man. What an axe kick right there from Xian.
Both sides, actually. Very accurate this time around. Hitting just the tail end of the active frames. Except that one!
I feel like a lot of people don't punish that move. Quarter circle back to Tatsu. They don't punish that move at that range. That stand medium kick, a good answer to it. I like the fact that SKZ was on top of his game once again. This is part of it. Speaking of, with the lead.
More towards the corner, the anti-air is there, and the side switch, very smart play from SKZ. Just using a stand jab to reset the situation and at least maintain the corner against Xian with all that bar as well. Caught him jumping. Forward throw against Xian. Another one.
These tick throws starting to add up.
Yeah, that was a negative
The
situation, but it
cross-up
doesn't
jump
matter.
light, 1 round apiece? Oh, okay, wait a minute.
And this is going to be kind of tense, right? Going into the last round of game 1, both players fully stopped. Any major hit can lead to not only the damage, but corner carry.
You know, not much has changed since Street Fighter League. We see people using that stand-in heavy kick from Seth.
Woo! Speaking of, yeah, that gets whiff punch from Xian. Oof. Firing right back at SKZ. The medium punch, back throw now. Forward medium punch, well to check.
And these axe kicks tried to go for the anti-air this time. Not gonna work out.
Yeah, just a little bit off the mark, but still, I think SKZ was looking for that as sort of a bait, more so than trying to find the mark, because that was way too far for a short axe kick. Ooh! Oh! You whiff punished the crouching heavy punch? SKZ was looking for the V trigger activation. Xian automatically knew it. He's like, "Come towards me, come towards me." There's no proximity block from that far away. If you're gonna go for the sweep, I know for sure I'm in the right distance to punish you, and that's exactly what happened.
No, that's true. That's definitely true. I mean, if you can see what SKZ's trying to do, he's trying to make Xian not get so active in this range. He's already made that standing heavy kick whiff, right? So you know he's going to start playing more to it. He's got 3 games to do so. What will Xian do to keep the momentum?
I feel like at this point, got to be a little bit less obvious what you want to do in the neutral. V-trigger activations, especially, and things like that, got to be careful. On the other hand, listen, I got to pull it up right now. I got to talk about it right now. Xian, what is with this green? Looking like the Mucinex monster out here, man. We gotta get you a different color, man. That shade looking a little gross. I can hardly focus. My man sliding on the ground like this. Like
Mucus. Just mucus colored.
I personally like it because it matches
like
his team.
that? Okay.
Yeah, it matches his team.
They need a better.
Yeah, it's a razor, bro.
Yeah, but
it's a razor, Xian.
Did you see the nostalgia costume making him look? Just get in the match. Get in the match.
Oh, you don't like the bald Seth, huh? All right, moving on. Now we know where your alliances lie.
Wow.
Xian is up 1 game against SKZ. He tried to sweep it. He tried to sweep it. You saw it, right? Yeah, the V-skill just absorbed SKZ on the way over. Back to back to back throws.
These throws adding up. Crouch medium punch. Once again, life lead on Xian's favor.
Yeah, in this corner, I really want to see what SKZ has in mind. But okay, finds an opening, jumps right out of there. Now it's his turn to apply the pressure. Big air to air.
Okay, nice confirm.
Super important.
Target. Not dead yet.
Oh, no, he's hella dead. He absorbed.
I forgot the V skill was in play. Installing.
He had it in there.
Are you stalling?
Oh, he gets it.
Another one. Man, the V skill from Seth is very strong. V skill 1, I actually like it. You just tack it on the end of all combos. It's going to give you a nice chunk.
It's very interesting in this matchup as well. Right? You get a little bit. Ooh, I was gonna say.
Cradle.
Pretty risky, and that's how SKZ likes to play. I was gonna say you look at a little bit more in the neutral when it comes to like having that V skill, right?
No, that's definitely true. You have to play a little bit further back as well. Catches him jumping. Oh my gosh, SKZ in trouble. Back to the wall. He jumps out with the jump like that's the second time that's been successful. Here is the lead, SKZ in the corner. I like the backup.
You notice that Xian again has been fully locked with that V trigger too. He's just not willing to activate it so long as SKZ has V reversal. Because again, if they're blocking and they try to go for the orb setup, yeah, here we go. Oh, that is an immaculate way to do that. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
before.
I've not seen that.
I have not seen that before. Okay.
Whoa.
He could have gone into critical art.
He wants to save the meter, but you gotta finish your play,
Don't need
SKZ.
it.
You gotta take the chance, and that's 2. Oh, on the side of Xian.
That money is burning a hole in your pocket. You gotta
Right,
stay
you
on.
can't take it with you to the grave, baby. You
Scared
gotta
money don't make
no
no
money.
That is.
Scared money don't make no money.
That's the thing, man. I'm glad that he actually managed to close it out still, but Xian, again, after that uppercut, could have gone for the critical art. It could have gone haywire in SKZ's favor completely if he just messed up once. But I gotta say, that point where he went for V-skill, the installed V-skill into V-trigger 2, I didn't expect that pushback to be
No,
that far.
I definitely did not. And you can tell. So I was like, wait a minute, it goes right in the V-trigger.
It's so far, and he had to set it for it too. The orb followed SKZ right after.
Couldn't even do anything. He literally set it at the feet where you couldn't do anything, and then he had an additional approach.
What a set of plays here from Xian. Putting him up 2-0 against SKZ. What?
Using that cruel disaster.
Oh yeah. There it is. Yeah, the usage of V-skill too. We haven't seen it too much, but look at the amount of damage you get and the corner carry.
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing. That V skill is so good at just pushing to the corner and closing the distance with an unexpected rate, right? Kind of gives you that Ken V skill kind of feel.
I see. That makes sense. Uh-oh.
Why? It just left it there?
Yeah, hold that. Hold that mix up. Oh, that would have been a big counter hit, but he went for the crouch strong instead. I wonder if he was like too far away to get the standing strong.
I think he was. Oh!
Damn!
The crouching heavy kick goes straight into CA. That's another one on the board. That's the first round of game number 3. SKZ needs to make something happen. He actually needs to change up his game plan completely. And you even touch on this a little bit. SKZ plays a little risky, right? And even if he tightens that up, I feel like Xian is playing double safe.
Double risk.
Right?
Taking a page from SKZ's book. Using that jump light kick. But I think he just, happened to be at the right place at the right time, to be honest with you. SKZ was already completely removed. Look at the anti-air once again from Xian. Been on point with that standing roundhouse. Oh, check it.
Confirm your stun? Are you done?
Nah, there's too much scaling behind it.
Big damage.
Oh, no! Not like this! What side is it on? Same side?
Oh, raw.
No
EX
way!
Mad cradle. Okay.
There's the activation. SKZ! We literally just talked about this before the matchup went into it. We were talking about this during the interview. SKZ is one of those cats. He'll jump in, he'll get a dive kick, and then EX uppercut to steal away the turn.
He already
you are
has
negative
a
at
turn,
that
and then he just goes to EX for no. I don't understand it.
What happened? Was this a Street Fighter League?
Was this a replay? Talked about it.
Hold on, was this a replay? Because my man just did it the same way. Come on now.
Yeah,
you think Xian ain't gonna put that in his database too? What is happening to you? Oh, come on, SKZ. We're trying to see some more games, some more sets, but easier said than done, dog. He's got these great round starts, these great jump-ins, but it's putting everything together.
Yeah, his momentum has been very, very solid for the most part, but it's more about being able to close out these rounds.
Yes, without a doubt. And Xian has been doing a great job of maintaining the pace and taking advantage of his opportunities, really. Taking all that damage in, getting his mix-ups in with V-Trigger 2. Just doing a phenomenal job. And SKZ now, again, putting himself at the corner, I don't know. Like, now you're putting yourself at so much risk.
Loves jumping and using that jump light for cross-up, especially to get out of the corner.
But then more often than not, he puts himself in the corner, right? He did that just a little bit earlier today. Again, using that V-skill to kind of close the gap. You cannot jump on this man!
On the jump, and it's been a series of pressure from SKZ. Xian finally finding a hole in the defense.
Do you see the improvement from Xian's activations? Do you see this right now?
He's keeping, and it's so good because he's keeping you in block stun the entire time, keeping screen positioning, and he's still slightly but surely pushing you and locking you in this corner. Just now getting back to the center of the screen, jump light to get out of the corner, SKZ on the activation.
Oh. Still kind of scary. Oh, the delayed axe kick catches SKZ midair. Yeah, you're gonna make it plus. Yo, Xian just.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he went for an axe kick! SKZ went for an axe kick. Xian was already midair.
What? SKZ not looking good right now. This is set point for Xian. Oh, dashes into the crouching medium punch. EX Cruel Disaster gets the corner. That EX Mad Cradle actually working out this time around. Didn't get confirmed for Xian. Axe kick. Stuns getting a lot higher on the side of SKZ, but he finally gets a throw. Momentum looking a lot better. Show me something. Gonna need these next 2 rounds if he wants to go one more game. The jump in didn't work.
There's the anti-air switch. No, that was unintentional. 100% unintentional. He went over, he tried to press a button. It was autocorrect uppercut, and it's unfortunate, but Xian is gonna take it over SKZ 4-0, and you hate to see it happen that way, unfortunately. Again, he had the right idea. He chased down the jump, got the anti-air jab, just dashed under, and again, the uppercut, the shortcut uppercut.
Nah, we already know that was an accident, an accidental input. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Xian plays safe, right? But SKZ likes to be a little bit risky with some of the reads that he makes. Xian was playing double safe. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna be extra sure.
Safer than safe.
Right, safer than safe, bro. He came out to the fight with full-blown pads on. He knew exactly what he was going for. But if you look at SKZ, SKZ thought he was gonna find a way to eventually open up Xian, and it did not come.
And if you put yourself at these risks with that low health kind of character right there, it just equates to more damage. And to be honest, Seth deals a lot, right? Seth deals a lot. And there's a lot of situations where the V-trigger was just used just so I can get some health off the board on SKZ.
Yeah.
So you're just using that not for like a comeback factor, but just get that lead right there. I feel like that makes SKZ even more uncomfortable, and Xian just kind of answering with the standing heavy kick, getting these great reads, just made him break down, crack down, and I was hoping to see more, but I mean, easier said than done. I feel like if this was any other Seth player, yeah, this would have been a lot closer. This would have been way smoother for SKZ, but Xian being the leader of the Singaporean scene, being a leader for the scene out there, has been training the homie out here, that's a student, he knows everything.
Nah, he knows.
It was just too much.
Well, that's how it goes, man. I can tell you right now. I mean, but honestly, I'm still a fan. You know, SKZ definitely has a lot of growth to do.
Of course.
And I'm not saying that in the sense like he's a bad player. I'm just saying in the sense where you're fighting a player like Xian, you have to tighten it up a lot more. SKZ, back to the drawing board it is, but Xian's going to be the winner here.
And again, it was very interesting to see going into the matchup how often Xian would get that V-Trigger 2 activation. That was one of our talking points actually prior to seeing the match. We were trying to ask ourselves how often would Xian be able to land this V-Trigger 2 without getting V-reversal, and I'm sure the analysts had that in mind as they were taking a look into this match, but let's actually hear from them themselves.
I have never beaten him in a tournament setting before. Having had too long a history with Xian in fighting games, he simply understands me too well. This was a quote from SKZ on Dash Fight that we saw before this, and I think we saw exactly that in this match.
I gotta agree. I think we saw a clear example of discipline. I think that was the clear difference between these two players. SKZ is definitely a lot more offensive. He takes a lot more risks in his approach, and Xian was more often than not on the ground. SKZ, he loves to apply turn-stealing strings. That's one of Seth's biggest strengths, is that on top of very solid footsies and fundamentals, there's many options to go ahead and extend your strings to get plus frames, extend your jumps with these axe kicks, mix in the regular jumps. But at no point in that match was Xian really bothered to contest. If you get your extra turn, that's okay with me. What are you gonna do, throw me? I'll take that throw, because if we go back to neutral, I have the better neutral. I'm able to cash out more over time. The only time Xian really challenged was when there was something guaranteed. When he used that heavy kick to anti-air the axe kick, at those angles, that would beat both regular jump and axe kick, and Xian immediately had the answer. In situations where it was a little unclear what to do, if he was gonna do a heavy tatsu to get plus frames, or maybe try to frame trap with something a bit more tight, Xian just didn't bother to contest, because he knew next interaction, I'll come out the winner here.
Bruh.
The bro, huh?
That was a wash. That was a complete cooking, and I'm sad to see it. Of course, I had Xian winning. And you know what? I'm glad that in that quote, that Dash Fight quote, he brought up history. Because there is an attribute that's deeper than just footsies, spacing, and things of that nature. And you know what they call it even in sports? Championship pedigree. Xian is an Evo champion. So in these moments, and it can sound arbitrary or, you know, maybe that did not play a factor here, but I can tell you for a fact that it did. I want to compare this or, you know, show the contrast between this and a match that happened yesterday. Yesterday, we had Mandrake going up against CJ Truth. In that match, we saw CJ completely kept Mandrake out for pretty much the entire set. And shout out to Mandrake again, very strong player. But, you know, he got nooched up, he got pieced up. You know what I mean? 2 pieces with the biscuit, coleslaw on the side. And coleslaw's nasty. You know what I mean? But with that being the case.
I like it.
You like coleslaw?
It's not bad.
Okay, sorry. But with that being the case, I don't understand why, like, well, I guess I do understand, it was the pedigree. SKZ got hits. He got a whole lot of damage through pretty much every single game. But in the end of the day, what happened is we noticed that he took to the air a whole lot. Even if he had a big life lead, he will always try to go for those jumps. Again, those heavy kicks, as you mentioned, those are represented a whole lot. And generally speaking, when it came down to those clutch situations, we saw what? A dive kick into EXDP. The SKZ special. We saw the, in one situation, which players, you guys should definitely try not to do this. You know when someone goes for a jump or a move or anything like that, and it happens to get hit. Somebody goes for a jump, you happen to be pressing the button, and they get hit on their way up. They think you didn't see the animation of them leaving the ground at first, so they immediately go for another jump. That happened in game 1 with SKZ. He tried to go for Seth's slide into V-trigger activation. He'd been playing chess for so long all his life, he decided, you know what, I'm playing Seth now, my brain needs a break, I just want to slide into V-trigger activation. And, you know, he should have stuck to the chess instead of trying to play checkers right there.
The thing that stands out to me is when Xian was so happy back in the day to make Luffy's rose with his slide. That's exactly the situation that reminded me of what he was talking about.